All right, hi everyone. Welcome back to Voodoo Firearms. Today I'm making a video on shoulder holsters and how I think they're awesome and they're a great option if you're looking for carrying a gun and you have a bad back. Me, I have a bad lower back and I carry a Glock 19 a lot on my hip, and throughout the day it starts to hurt eventually and my back starts to hurt the next day. So I have to switch off what I carry and how I carry. And I'm going to assume that most people might run into this problem, but I don't hear it talked about enough on YouTube or in other gun communities, and that is different carry options. A shoulder holster, something like this, might not seem practical. It might seem something like out of the movies, but I can assure you this is a very practical way to carry and very comfortable, especially if you have back issues or anything comfort-wise. This puts the weight of the gun and the equipment up on your shoulders instead of on your hip and on your back. So for this right here, I have a full-size 1911, and for me, I like carrying this gun, but I only carry it in this kind of setup. Now, this is a dark brown leather shoulder holster, and there's a bunch of companies that make them, and they're a little expensive, but something like this is a great option to have. So this one right here, you have your two extra magazine pouches, and then you have the gun on this side, and you have to adjust this to fit you. I've had to adjust this. It probably took me a couple hours to get the fitment just right, and then the leather does have to break in. But this kind of shows you just what it fits like. And I'm going to grab my jacket here and show you what it looks like concealed. But this is a great option for carry. Now the downside, if you can see behind me where the muzzle's pointing, that muzzle is going to flag everyone standing behind you when you carry like this. So to avoid that, I personally don't like that. I don't like flagging everyone behind me. Now, I know the gun's not going to fire. I have a piece of leather in between the hammer and the firing pin. I have the thumb safety on, but still, I don't like flagging people. I just don't like doing it. So that's something that makes me kind of uncomfortable. So I don't use this often, but it's nice to have a supplemental option, a holster for something to carry besides on the hip. So, yeah, also, if you don't want that, they do make vertical shoulder holsters where the pistol is actually going to be hanging upside down, or not upside down, but the muzzle's going to be vertical. That way you're not flagging people behind you. That is a good option. The draw, however, is going to be pulled up and then out, where this one, the draw comes straight across. So let me go ahead and throw my hoodie on here and just kind of show you what something like this looks like for concealment, because this is a full-size 1911, two extra mags, and just kind of show you how this hides away here wearing a zip-up jacket. So I wouldn't wear a pullover hoodie, something like this, I would have access, but as you can see, I'm not printing at all, really. I mean, even in back, depends on how you stand. If I'm hunching over like that, but I try to stand up tall, stand up straight when I'm carrying a gun. Don't want to puff my chest out too much, but don't try to slouch that way. I don't got to worry about this pointing it or printing. And also a darker garment is going to hide the gun better. But as you can see, I don't know. Can you tell I'm carrying a gun? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you can see the gun. And then for draw, pop the thumb here. Gun comes right out. There you are. You have a full-size 1911. Reholsters. Real simply, just like that. Now, I will say, when I first got this, I did have to break up the fibers on the leather a little bit. They're really stiff, so these leather holsters, that's with any leather holster, they will break in over time. But something like this, I think it looks awesome. It's cool, you know, for whatever's that work. You know, some people call it the Miami Classic. So Galco holsters does make these. This one is a Acre 101, I think. And I liked this one because my 1911 has a rail, and a lot of leather holsters won't work with 1911s with a rail. This one, it did chew up a little bit, but I worked it in and now it fits pretty good. So yeah, this just kind of shows you leather holster is another option out there for you guys. If you're, you know, in the winter time, this is way more acceptable. In the summertime, unless you have a vest, but it's just another option. I like carrying 1911s every now and then, and this is probably the only way I could carry it. It depends on your body type and what you're comfortable with. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you off this leather holster. if you're thinking about getting one. So yeah, if you're looking to get a good leather holster, I'm going to have a link in the description of this video, or if you're watching this on our website, it will be posted on the website as well. But a good leather holster, I think, is something that's awesome for your collection. It gives you more carry options, and it looks cool. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think, and if you're going to get a leather holster or if you would carry something like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.